Yeah, now you can do it.
Okay. I don't like to hear myself, look.
You don't like to hear yourself?
No, I could hear too much of like my mouth, like.
All right, let me make sure we're good here. Yeah, now you can do it. There we go. All right. Inside the Pirate Radio studios here on a Thursday afternoon as we continue getting you ready for the 2024 ECU football season. And Sam Dankah joining us in the Pirate Radio studios. And Sam, I'm pumped up for this. You seem to have a big personality, so excited to have you here. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Doing great. A-Harp here as well. What's up, Alex?
What's going on, buddy?
We've been talking to a lot of your teammates, and we've been talking about who talks the most on the field, and your name comes up quite a bit. So is that about kind of pumping yourself up? What's all the chatter about?
Probably much more of a source of motivation, kind of just for the next play mentality type of deal. You know, just keep me going at it, keeping some hunger and some feel, energize the guys, of course, always, you know. It gets them rowdy, so you feel me? It makes some go a little bit hard, especially when we're tired, so... Yeah.
Do you remember ever playing anybody that talked a lot to you guys?
Yeah, Tulane was talking a lot. Tulane talked a lot for sure, I'd say, yeah.
You don't mind talking to baseball players either, apparently.
Nah, most definitely.
Famous video from the regional.
It's gonna be a long weekend. Get that mind right, coach.
Get that mind right, coach. So you are driving past the Wake Forest team bus outside of Clark LeClaire Stadium. Mm-hmm. Was this planned, or you just saw them and decided to talk?
Nah, Big John actually, killed us that day, so I had a lot of animosity built up, I guess, and I drove by, just wanted to let them know how it was gonna be.
Yeah, well, and I guess figuratively a long weekend, but literally a short weekend because they were 2 and done.
Was out.
So you were right. You were right. So did you go to any of the baseball games this year? Did you go to other?
I went to a couple of games this year. Honestly, I enjoyed them. They played pretty well. They had an outstanding season. So shout out to the baseball guys.
What other sports did you play growing up?
I played soccer, so that was my first sport ever growing up, and then I transitioned a little bit of basketball. My senior year, I was messing around a bit. I played lacrosse.
All around athlete.
That's a little interesting one, but yeah, got it kicked out first game.
Were you good at lacrosse?
You said you got kicked out?
I got kicked out. I went in. It was a clean hit, but the way bro shot it and I turned my back, it hit off my back. Of course, I was talking some junk and then went down full on Cam Chancellor. So.
All right, I like that. So tell us about your background, Sam. Where'd you grow up? Where are you from?
I'm from Lorton. I'm from Lorton, Virginia. Yeah, I went to South County High School. Been playing football for, I don't know, probably since my freshman year of high school. So it's kind of new to me.
Yeah.
But I do well as I grow up. Get older.
So we've kind of started this debate a little bit, Alex, having different guys in. We had Zakai in from Georgia, Sarad from Virginia. Yeah, so we're talking. And Alex, you mentioned Florida. Got a lot of Carolina boys on the team too. But do y'all have those conversations about, hey, best football's in Virginia? Nah, best football's in Georgia.
Most definitely. But I'd say as far as VA, I'd be going at it with Sue a lot of times when I came up in here. When I first got at East Carolina. And yeah, man, just pretty much saying 5A was better or 6A.
So y'all having a civil war about Virginia football.
War, yeah. But I'd say them Florida and Georgia boys, they go at it pretty hard. So.
I always ask Virginia guys, you got any Washington, formerly Redskins or Commanders fans in the family?
Can't be.
Man.
Can't be. Nah.
What are y'all?
I'm a Packers fan.
Packers? How'd you get to the Packers?
Fan. First Super Bowl I ever watched.
Okay.
Yeah, so I watched that from the start to the finish. And yeah. For that game, I made a decision. It was my little brother. He wanted the Steelers to win. I decided I was going to be the Packers fan. Aaron Rodgers got the dub.
All right, there you go. Green Bay Packers fan. Sam Dankah joining us here inside the Pirate Radio studios. And we've seen you on the field, Sam, but we've also kind of heard a lot about you. This guy is going to be a stud here in the future. Blake Harrell has mentioned it a time or two himself. So are you ready to kind of show all that potential this year?
Most definitely. I'm ready for this season. But as right now, you just got to work on it. Just take it one day at a time, take the coaching, take the learning, and all that stuff, and just like Rajay be saying, 1%.
Yeah.
So 1% every day as of right now. That's my mentality, and then when season comes, for sure, be ready.
So, Sam, I know you're working on your body right now. You're trying to get a little bigger,
Yeah, most definitely.
get more mass. How much are you eating every single day to get your body?
Right now, I'm eating about 4 times a day. I could definitely add another plate on top of that, squeeze in 5. But, you know, I try to get a couple Uncrustables at night with some chocolate milk to help add in those calories as well. Start off my morning with overnight oats, so that's been doing me justice this summer, yeah.
Sounds familiar. Our buddy Bryce Williams, former ECU tight end, said he used to set his alarm for about 2 in the morning, wake up, eat peanut butter, and drink milk.
Yeah, man.
Is that, I don't want to say problem, but is that something you watch trying to keep that weight on?
Yeah, most definitely. You know, I definitely bought a scale in my bathroom, so
Gotcha.
I monitor that stuff every day, honestly.
And I've heard, too, the summer heat don't help with that because you'll lose it quick, right?
Yeah, especially with them runs.
Yeah. Especially when Big John
Big
upsets
John
you.
kill us, man. I'm telling you.
Alex has said Big John will kill you, but also said he loves Big John. So is it like a love-hate thing with Big John?
Great guy.
Yeah.
Great man, for real.
We know every time he kills us, it's for a good reason. It's in good faith.
Most definitely.
How's OTAs going for you, Sam, and the defensive side right now?
OTAs for the defensive side is going pretty well. You know, Coach Harrell's really emphasizing on the little stuff as of right now. So just making sure that we clean up the little stuff as far as like our footwork, our stance and stuff like that. Just making sure all that's set in stone and that we could get further into depth. But as of right now, you know, it's just going over the base defense, running base stuff, getting guys familiar with it, because that's how you got to start is from groundbreaking.
Are you stand up? Are you hand on the ground? What are you playing?
Stand up. Sometimes I've been practicing recently, putting my hand in the dirt in certain situations, off the ball, depending on the call and stuff like that. Yeah.
So as far as I don't know, what's the key to getting to that quarterback and getting around that tackle? I mean, there's different things you can do, but do you have moves? Is it power? You know,
speed
everything.
And length.
Speed and length.
Yeah, most definitely. Trying to stick out my arm, get him to flash some, and make the counter move off with that, or just long arm him right down there. I mean, they say I'm pretty small, but I like to say, like, you know, I come with a little power. You feel me? So I'm gonna come with some.
You're built long. Do you know what your wingspan is?
I want to say like 80 some. It's 80 some. It's up there though. Well, low 80s. Let's say that, low 80s.
Who are the guys you like to watch? Maybe some of your favorite rush-ins in the league.
I like to watch Micah Parsons. Brian Burns is another guy I like to watch, and Hassan Reddick, yeah.
Okay.
Reddick.
Man, he's been around a while. Played at Temple and used to hurt the Pirates when he played here. Talking to Sam Dankah here in the Pirate Radio studios. Sam, I asked all you guys about last year, frustrating year, especially since the defense played so well. But I want to commend all you guys for sticking together. And
appreciate that.
And
Shout out to
I think it says a lot about probably the coaching staff, says a lot about you players. But I think that can maybe pay dividends this year, that you guys did ride it out, stick together.
Yeah, because, you know, right now you got that bond, and it only gets tighter, and you show them younger guys what this family atmosphere is really about, like, and they see it, you know, they contribute to it as well. So, I mean, it's definitely making us, like, tighter, you know, the more as we go out there doing them runs, them lifts, the OTAs, all that stuff, it all counts in, so...
Two-part question for you guys. Alex, who's the top recruiting coaches on the team? Like, who's the guy that really seals the deal, would you say? And Sam, you can answer too.
Hard first, I don't really...
Does anybody come to mind?
The one guy who comes to mind for me is Coach Tesh, but he's the one who recruited me.
Okay.
So I think that's kind of an unfair answer.
That's a great job. But I'd say Coach Harrell, you know, D coordinator, Captain Chaos, he's going to get the job done. So.
All right. Who's the best player on the team when it comes to recruiting? I heard it was Sam Dankah.
Yeah, I don't want to give too much credit to any other guys. You know, they're good recruiters, but I mean, me personally, I get the job done. So
you said that you're claiming you're 4 for 4 right now.
Most definitely, you know,
with more coming.
More coming, most definitely. That's what we all about.
So when a recruit's in town, Sam, like, I don't know what do they want to hear? What do you show them to get them excited about Pirate football, Greenville, all that?
I feel as they've already seen it. Like, when I first stepped on campus, I felt that kind of love that everybody talks about here in Greenville. So, I mean, you kind of already feel it as soon as you step on. So it's not really too much to be said. It's just kind of getting them around the guys, showing them what we do outside of football and stuff. Like, you feel me? Because, you know, we play football, but we also are humans. So
exactly.
We're doing other things outside of football. We're just
official visits to this weekend. What is like an itinerary for this weekend? Do you know what the recruits are going to be doing? Because I never got to take an official visit.
Yeah. So tonight we're gonna be over at Stumpy's and just a little axe throwing competition.
Okay.
So really, I just want to see who's the best at throwing the axes, how much dog you got in you for real. But I really go there for the Connect Four. You know, I'm not too much of an axe thrower, so I'm gonna talk.
Sam, I like how you said that, you know, we're people, not just football players. That's definitely one of the main reasons I want to have you guys on, to say they're not football playing robots.
Yeah,
they
most definitely
like different things.
Yeah.
They're like us in a lot of ways. So just connecting people to people. And I like that part of it. So Sam, defensively this year, and Alex, I think you asked this about installing versus just fine-tuning what you already done. How much stuff like does Harold add year to year? Like, have you got anything this year that we didn't see last year?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. Like I said, Coach Harold, Captain Chaos, man. So he's the mastermind behind all this. Definitely got some drawing up, and he still is, to where you could have multiple guys on the field at the same time in certain situations and stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, always changing stuff up around. So kind of got to learn like new signals and stuff like that. But I mean, this is what OTAs is for, and it's kind of giving us a little head start to learn stuff.
How about facing this offense? A big difference, big change from last year with the tempo, I know, personnel as well, quarterbacks. So was that kind of a shock at first? Like, whoa, this is a little bit different than last year.
Yeah, I mean, my high school team ran a little bit of tempo, but like from not being able to run that tempo offense in a while, like, you would usually have tempo period for like 1 or 2 periods of practice on a normal schedule previously. But now you having tempo every play. So, I mean, this, man, JDB's cooking as well. They fast, man. That's all I got to say. They fast.
Sam, how much do you like/dislike playing against a Navy, and now you will throw in an Army this year as well? So, and what is the role of the D end in those cases when you're playing an offense like that?
Just focusing on your key. Like, got to be very disciplined. That's what I learned from last year as well. You got to be physical. I mean, you gotta be ready for sure. Like, you know, they're gonna come with it, but like I said, Captain Chaos, I mean, he gonna draw it up. So
defenses play well against that option.
You got to be disciplined and trust the man next to you that they're gonna do their job, and you'll do your job, because you don't want to get out in any gaps and stuff like that.
So Clip mentioned Army and Navy. Are there any games that you have circled on the schedule this year, or are you just locked in on Norfolk State right now?
App State, man. App State most definitely. But I'm excited for Norfolk State, but App State, I mean, that should be a sold-out crowd. I expected Dow to be rocking for sure.
Yeah, if we can be 2-0 with App State coming here, that's a big game. ESPNU, kind of middle of the afternoon.
And like the history
time
with it, like I don't think we haven't beaten them in a while.
We beat them a long time ago.
Yeah.
Here lately, they have had our number.
Yeah,
so we owe them.
It's definitely something you looking forward to.
So Sam, starting football relatively late compared to others, was your recruitment kind of slow, or what was your recruitment for football like?
Yeah, recruitment was pretty slow on my end, but I mean, I take full responsibility of that. I felt like recruitment could have been picked up a lot faster, a lot sooner and stuff, but you know, with my own personal being young and not maturing faster, you know, it slowed down my recruitment. But I mean, it's all a learning experience for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, everything worked out most definitely. And like I said, East Carolina, they was the first school to take me out of Fork Union when I had made that transition from high school to go to prep. And, you know, they preach loyalty. So, yeah.
It sounds a lot like
everything,
what Siobhan had to say, just as far as they believed in you, and you're sticking with them. So.
It's not much to be said. It's just, what they preach is what they're about. So
it's very easy for guys to look around and see what else is out there this day and age, and the transfer portal and everything. It's
Grass
natural.
ain't always greener, man.
That's a
Grass
good way to
ain't
look
always
at it.
greener.
I mean, have you had any thoughts or anything, or you're
man,
locked
I'm
in?
set in stone. Especially when you see guys like Big Tay, Siobhan, Chad. You got plenty of guys. I mean, easily could have left, like been out of here. But this loyalty is what I said. It's what Coach Mike Houston preached when you sat down and met with him. Like, it's loyalty. So
Yeah.
it comes a long way, and it shows that these guys real. They real for real.
It's great to hear.
Yeah.
Sam Dankah joining us, Pirate Radio Studios. Sam, what do you like to do in your free time when you get some downtime?
My downtime, I really like to play the games. Sometimes, recently, I started making a little bit of music, just messing around with it. But
what are you laughing at, Alex?
I mean, yeah, I like to do that. I mean, whatever, for real. I'm down for whatever, honestly, man.
Down for a good time?
Fishing, whatever, man.
Do you have like a SoundCloud or a YouTube link you could plug in this interview right now?
Nah.
What, you selling them out of your trunk or something?
We're still in the lab. We're still in the lab right now.
Hey, we got a studio here. You want to rent some time and
possibly
we can do a deal.
Little song. Start singing a song.
Okay, all right. Man, there's potential for Sam to be dangerous in the college football game if they get your ratings right.
Yeah,
you could be a weapon. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, most definitely. I'm excited, man. I'm definitely gonna be using me a lot, and the boys on the BDN side of the ball. So yeah,
and
crazy.
Then there's Ahar. As we talked about yesterday, the game always makes it so the snap is perfect. Okay. So Alex don't have to worry about anything. I'm hoping this is the first year where you have to kind of like a kick, but you got to hit the button perfect for a perfect snap.
I mean, that would be cool. I feel like that advanced the game more and make it much more realistic.
Yeah, and we control Alex when it's a bad snap.
Most definitely.
That's the best part.
You would send a ball over the head and record that and put that on Twitter.
Part of the game.
Exactly.
Exactly. And goal line situations, maybe because that's a possibility.
Yeah.
You could get a safety or something like that. You feel me?
So,
yeah, like for centers too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they introduced in the game years ago, where if the crowd gets loud, your routes get a little shaky,
and stuff like that. So
do that with the snap.
Yeah,
I like that.
That'd be cool.
If it's in the game, it's in the game. Sam joining us. All right, Sam. Well, good stuff, man. Good to get to know you. So, how about what's the schedule for you guys as far as OTAs? Like, when does that end, and what period is after that?
Yeah. So yesterday was our last days of OTAs with the coaches and stuff like that. So now we're going to be transitioning into a much more player-led OTA, just having the older guys teach the younger guys stuff like that, working our own individual drills and stuff like that. All this is no contact, of course. So, pretty much just trying to keep the guys fresh and just refreshing in our minds.
And then after that, do you get time off away from the field?
You get a week off, July 4th week.
Week off, July 4th week, yeah.
Gotcha. And you said you'll be out at the ladies' clinic Friday?
Yeah, I'll be out at the ladies' clinic. So, ladies, if you haven't bought your tickets or anything like that, please go do so.
Yeah, Sam will be out there. Going to be a fun time. Villa Verde going to be out there. That's what I want.
Are the bowls going to be out there?
Probably so, man. Maybe you should pop in.
Yeah, I've not been invited. Nobody has asked me to go to any clinic.
Sam, great to talk with you, man. We'll do it again down the road, but appreciate you joining us today. Good luck this year, man.
Thank you.
All right, there's Sam Dankah coming up in about 15 minutes. If you're watching this live, we'll talk more Pirate football with Anthony Smith, new wide receiver for the Pirates, and we'll be with you live coming up at 3 o'clock.